Hiya, it's Mr. Baker here, and today we're going to be looking at the human ear. So this is the question we're going to be looking at. How do our ears work? Alright, so this is what we would call our ear, isn't it? This is actually the outer ear. This is the pinna, P-I-N-N-A, and it's where the sound waves are really collected, where the vibrations, which are sort of changes in pressure in air, are collected. So what I want you to think about is, are there any differences between your ear and other people's ears? Are there any similarities? And do you think that small differences in the outer ear would affect our hearing ability? So have a little think about that, and then I'm going to see if you can maybe try a little experiment to do with this. Okay, so to do this experiment, you'll need to have a friend, or at least a partner, somebody who will do the experiment with you, and you'll need a blindfold. And your partner will need to be able to make a little noise, maybe like clicking their fingers or something. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to put the blindfold on, and so the blindfolded person needs to point out where the clicking comes from. So basically the person that is your partner goes around the room absolutely silently and clicks, makes a little noise. Can you pinpoint where they are? And see if you can do that, and have a little think about how our ears might help us to do that, how we might be able to help us to do that better. Okay, so if you can do that, we'll pause the video now, have a little go at doing that, and then we'll talk about some of the conclusions that you might come up with from that practical. Okay, have you had a go? Okay, let's see. So what do you think about these questions now you've done the experiment? Does the hearing ability to pinpoint the source of the sound vary for people with different outer ear shape? Does having two ears help you to pinpoint the source of the sound you hear? And does having bigger ears help to pinpoint the source of the sound you hear? So people's ears are all different shapes and sizes, and that allows different hearing abilities, doesn't it? So if you've got a larger ear, then that might allow you to pick up more vibrations, depending on the shape of your ear as well. That might be able to pinpoint sounds better, depending on the direction that the ears are pointing maybe. Two ears, obviously we're collecting sound from different places, so your ears will slightly hear the sounds at different times, so that should help you to sort of build up a picture of where the sounds are. And having one ear will obviously make that a lot harder. So yeah, different shaped ears will help us to be able to hear things differently and be able to hear us pinpoint sounds better if they're shaped correctly, and if we've got two good ears that can hear the sounds really well. Okay, so let's have a look at all the different bits of your ear then. So we've already talked about the pinna, where the sounds are collected. From there then, the sound will go through the ear canal. They're kind of sort of funneled through the ear canal until we get to the eardrum, which is just a little flap which will collect the vibrations, so that will vibrate when the sounds reach it. Then these three small bones are called the middle ear bones, and they really just carry the vibrations from the ear to the cochlea here. And this is the cochlea. The cochlea contains cells which are sensitive to sound vibrations, and the change in sound vibrations, they change those into nerve impulses, so electrical impulses, which then will go through the auditory nerve, and the auditory nerve takes these signals from the cochlea to the brain. And we have these bits as well here, these semicircular canals. These semicircular canals are three tubes that contain liquid, which moves when your head moves. Messages are sent to the brain to control your balance. So these bits here are really important here to control your balance. And that's why if you spin round and round and round, the liquid in these will spin round and round and round, and that's what makes you dizzy. And then we have this tube here as well that connects our ear actually to the back of our throat, called the eustachian tube. And it's to try and equalise the pressure in our ears by linking to our throats. Okay, so just a really quick little video then, just to describe how sounds travel to us and from our ears to our brains, and how we hear, how our ears work. So that's Mr. Baker finished for today. Good luck with that, and I will see you next time.